as Zizi is sleeping, taking a little nap. So this is Bailey, and she is the mother of Brooke and Ashy, and she's 18. And I was just getting her out to trim her tail and then put some Equifuse Gleam in it. So this is a shining serum, and it also is a detangler. So even if the hair is dirty, then it really is just quite magical. As you can see, I've brushed this out, but it's just kind of rough to brush out because it's so dirty. She does need to have a bath. But I wanted to just show you this, if it'll work. It's an old bottle. Here. I don't know. There we go. But it just takes a little bit. And I'm gonna just run this in and see how I can run my fingers through the hair already now. I love this stuff. The whole Equifuse line, I highly recommend for your horse, but see how it really brings the color out? Kind of makes your tail look clean when it isn't. So, just gonna kind of rub that all in. And now her tail is really long, so I am going to give it a little trim because it's dragging on the ground. And I mean, for some horses, for halter horses, and driving horses, I know some people keep it tied and keep it up, which is totally fine. That's a preference. But for Bailey, she's a little working horse, and I just want her hair to be nice and healthy, and then have it be above her fetlock so that she doesn't step on it when she moves. So just kind of brush this out, and then I am going to cut off the hair here. Get it nice and straight. And see, I'm going to take quite a bit off. There, like so. It's amazing when you trim the hair, how fast it does grow back too. And I feel like the Equifuse, it really stimulates the hair growth as well. Very healthy. Kind of like for our own hair. That looks a lot better. And then I'm going to put it in a nice little fresh braid again. But actually some kind of exciting news. Bailey is going to go to a new home. And I just found that out. So the reason why she's going to a new home is because I am a firm believer that horses have a purpose, and I don't like to just have my horses be sitting around and not getting kind of equal attention. So Bailey, she's 18, and she still has a lot of life left in her, but she's not going to be one of my main show horses and travel far, and I'm not going to really put her through her paces as an in-hand horse or a jumping horse on the level that I show. So with all of that considered, and also the fact that she's not really a broodmare prospect, you know, she has trouble getting bred. And so with that too, I had decided to look for a home for her that would be appropriate for who she is and where she's at. So I feel like I have just found that for her, and she's gonna go to a little girl that shows 4-H and only about 3 hours from me. And I am just so excited for kind of Bailey's next adventure. And of course, if something didn't work out, then I would take her back in a heartbeat. But I really just am an advocate of making sure horses have the homes that they need. I feel like a lot of people hang on to horses and they kind of look at them as pets instead of a working animal. And I mean, it's perfectly fine if you have the space and the means, and if you want to hang on to them. It's all a personal preference. But I personally like to just make sure that my horses have a working job for where they're at in their life. And if it doesn't really suit what I'm doing, then I evaluate that. But that looks a lot better. I'm really excited for her. I'm going to be freshly clipping her, and I am going to be giving her a bath as time allows here in the next couple of days. But she's a sweet little girl, and I adore her. It's a little difficult to, not have her be here and say, farewell for now. But I'm sure I'll see her occasionally, and she'll be shown, and she'll have the attention she really deserves, I feel, for where she's at. I'm going to adjust the tripod here. That I see all of your comments, so hello. Thank you for liking my videos. I'm going to try to come on here a little bit more because it's fun for me. Yeah, that's Orion in the background. He has a little allergy. It's kind of a summer cough. It's not anything serious, but I'm watching it, of course. But I feel like the dust has been really bad this year. And yeah, she's such a sweet girl. She's very smart, and I think she's really going to love her new home because she'll have that consistent everyday attention. Because right now she's just kind of sitting here, and I brush her and I get her out, of course, but it's just been kind of a hectic year. But yeah, we're going to really clean her up here. I'm not going to do a lot right now. Probably not everything, because I'm going to bathe her first. But she'll look so much nicer. So I do have people ask me, though, how do you clip correctly? That's actually the incorrect way to show clip, to go down with the hair. I'm just doing it to get the majority of her feathers off first. But you always clip against the hair. And that's what's going to give you a nice close clip. But yeah, I think I'll give her a bath first before I do more. And it is very hot out here. But let's see. Yep, I'm just seeing everybody's comments. Hello. But yeah, so Bailey is the mama of my 2 world champion girls, Brooke and Ashy. So she's a very special horse. Kind of sad, though, when I lost my stallion last year, and he was the dad of my girls. I had always dreamed of having one more full sibling. And unfortunately, Rivy did pass away. He got colic, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was just too late, and it was through the night. And so when I woke up in the morning and I saw him, and it was just too late. So unfortunately, I had to make a very quick, painful decision to put him down. And that was last May. So after that, the dream was obviously gone to maybe breed the 2 of them. But what was very sad, that I have never told anybody, is I had bred Rivy and Bailey probably about a week or so prior to Rivy passing away. And so when he passed away, I was just praying and hoping that there would be the baby, like kind of a Rivy miracle baby. But unfortunately, I didn't win that gamble. And so with all of that, I just decided, it's taken me this whole year or so to just kind of decide and settle in my thoughts. But that's why I got my new horses, my boys, Orion and Comet, which they're right here. This is Orion. Again, I don't know how many new people are watching this, but that's Orion. And then this is Comet. And you can see he still has his 4th of July hair. But I bought those 2 boys in hopes that I could have a new stallion prospect. Now, Orion, I think I am going to geld him next spring, just because Comet, he has these beautiful blue eyes and this color and his temperament. I'm not saying that I don't love Orion. I adore him, and I do think he'd make a great little stallion too. Maybe I'll change my mind. But I think Orion would make a great little all-around gelding. And Comet, I'd love to keep a stallion, and maybe he'll breed my girls in the next couple of years. That's my thought. And then now that I have, in fact, here are my girls. This is Ashy. And then this is Brooklyn. Where is Brooklyn? She's outside. Here, I'll go see her. She's just chilling. That's Brooklyn. Hi, Brooke. She's like, I'm just chilling. It's my morning nap. But those 2 girls, I'm hoping to breed in the future. And now that I'm buying yet another little colt, who I could certainly geld as well. But if I don't want to, because he's a buckskin pinto with blue eyes, and he kind of looks like Rivy, the stallion I lost. So maybe he'll be a little stud for me too with one of these girls someday. So long story short, I don't need to own 3 stallions. I'm not in the breeding business. Believe it or not, I'm not. These are just my personal horses, and I show them and train them up myself and enjoy every second of it. So I just am going to evaluate how many of them, like who's going to stay a stallion, who's going to be a gelding. I obviously have my little boy ZZ, and as he gets bigger, then he will be showing, and children are not allowed to show stallions, at least in many associations, the 2, AMHR and then Pinto. AMHA allows you to when you're 13, but still, that's a long time to wait to show a horse. So, but hello. I see there's a lot of people watching. And I do see that people say they have questions. So yeah, shoot me a question or 2, because I'm down here. My little boy is sleeping right now, so I don't know how long I'm going to have. But my phone alerts me when he moves and wakes up. So I'm happy to answer questions. But my ranch here is in Northern California. And it's very, very hot here today. Even just for where I live, we're under an extreme heat advisory. And unfortunately, fires are a reality for us living out here. So we're very careful. In fact, all these white blankets you see are fire blankets. So they would actually not burn. And I cover my items with them in here this time of year. And then it helps protect the barn in the event of a fire. But yes, my horses are mini horses. Miniature horses are 38 inches and under. And then if they get taller, then they're considered a pony. So that's kind of a fun fact. And all of my horses are small. I do have one large regular size horse though, but Bailey is about 30.5 inches at the wither, so the shoulder of the horse. And then Brooklyn and Ashy are 30 inches. And then my boys, Orion's probably gonna be 34 inches, maybe a little under, and then Comet will probably be 32. 31, 32. So they'll be a slightly taller. And they're miniature horses. They're all American miniature horses. And yeah, I see the comments. So yeah, ponies are bigger than my horses. A lot of people think that they are ponies, but they really aren't. They are classified a miniature horse. Yeah, well, yeah, you should play with horses again. And thank you for the compliments of saying that I'm pretty. I'm sweating really bad right now because it's so hot out here. Bailey's 18. Brooklyn is 9. Ashley's just turned 8. And then my 2 boys are just a year old, so they're babies. And will I buy any more horses? I just did buy one more horse 2 days ago, a little buckskin colt. And he's coming from Wisconsin. And that's going to work out great because Bailey is getting a new home. So I will have my free stall, and it's just going to work out. I really think it's going to be a nice arrangement for her. She'll be so much happier getting attention every day, you know, because right now I just feel like she's just eating, and she's very happy. She has company and she gets attention, but it's not like a job. And that is Bailey. I know, I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. My baby is fine. He's 16 months old, and he is all over the place. And he loves being down here in the barn. In fact, we filmed a live earlier, so you could go back and watch it, and he's in it. But now he's sleeping. He's taking his regular little morning nap. And so I try to always come down when he is, if I'm home and timing aligns. And then that gives me some time with my horses. And I'm just trying to read the comments. I know, and I see Liv and I'm sorry if I'm not saying this right, but Tricia, I'm sorry, I'm bad with pronunciation sometimes, but I'm saying hi, I'm giving a shout out. And no, I'm so sorry, I don't have, no el Español, or I can't speak Spanish, so yeah, sorry. I know that sounds terrible, but I don't. I wish I could speak Spanish. I wish I could speak all the languages, to be honest, but no. And yeah, so I don't know how much longer I have, because like I say, my baby's sleeping, so if my phone alerts his camera, that I'm gonna have to just pop off really, really quick. But since everything is going on, maybe I can get Comet out. Yeah. There we go. So Comet is a year old, and he is considered a Palomino Pinot with blue eyes. And he's super dirty. In fact, I'm gonna rinse him off so you can see the transformation. That sounds kind of fun. So let me turn this around so we have a bigger camera angle here. At least I'm hoping. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't turn it around, because then I won't know if I'm in the frame. Sorry. And then what job do you do with your mini horses, and how much do they cost? Well, those are loaded questions. So what I do with my horses is I show them in obstacle classes and in hand jumping. Here we go. So I'll try to make more videos of that, and maybe share some videos of me showing, because I have it. I just need to edit them up. But I go over obstacles, so if you've ever watched dog agility, for example, that's kind of what I do, only with minis. And you run alongside them. I mean, you have them on a lead rope, and you go through an obstacle course, you jump them, and taking care of the cute horse when it's still a baby. I'll answer that too. But yeah, so that's what I do, and I will try to share more of that content as I'm training them, and just, you know, fun stuff like that. And then, gosh, what was the other question? How much do they cost? So minis, horse industry is such a hard market to say this is how much a horse should cost. Here, I'm just making sure this water's not hot because it's been in the sun. I don't want to have it be too hot for him. But Comet, for example, he was $3,500. So he was expensive, I feel, for a mini, but he has really good bloodlines, and then he has this gorgeous color with the blue eyes, and so I feel like that makes it more worth it. My girls in here were $1,000 each. And then sometimes I've gotten horses for free. I've gotten horses for $500. Orion, he was $1,500. So you can get a really good little mini. Honestly, you can get a good one for, I would say, $1,000 or $1,500 if you shop around and you want something with registration papers and something that it has potential to show. Then you can totally get a horse for cheap, even cheaper, to be honest. It just depends on their breeding, what papers they have, and then what your goals are. This is Comet, and yes, I almost love him like my own child. That's funny. And how long have you had this horse? I've had him since October, and yes, I take care of him. That was the other question, was do I take care of him? Was he a baby? He was just 5 months old, barely, when I got him last year. Okay, so this water seems like it's okay. So let me show you him, though. I really want you guys to see, because he looks white right now. See how you can't really see any color on him? So I just want to show you what he looks like wet. All right. It's super dirty. Here, I'm going to try to turn him around a little. There we go. See, now look at his spots. See? So you can really see, look how different he looks now. So that's his true markings. And he is a Palomino. He looks very gray, but he is a Palomino. So he'll always look a little more, I think, blue-gray instead of gold, because he just has that pigment in his hair. But yeah, see the spots? And then his little face. He's learning very well to take his bath. But I want to show you his head, because you can see, here, that's probably enough. You can see, look at how dark, let me get better light. Look how dark his head is, see? And then he has the blue eyes, and see, he has a blaze. Yeah, beautiful. So, I see a lot of money emojis. Yes, so they get expensive. All horses are very expensive. It's not a cheap hobby, and thankfully I have a business around it, so that helps me. Do you get money from showing them? So that's a loaded question too. The short answer is no. I mean, unless you're in a futurity class, then you have to pay into that class, and then you have the potential to win money. But futurities, I feel like, are way less frequent with minis. That's more of like a big horse thing. So the short answer is no. But with that said, if you get the exposure with showing, I mean, it helps me just get my business out there because people see my products and people just see everything, and I can advertise at the shows. So that's huge for me. And let's see. I'm just trying to keep up with all the comments. Can you ride them? So short answer, I would say, is no. Now, maybe a small child under 3 could, like, obviously say I can put ZZ on one of their backs, and that's fine. But I would say no. So that's when you really need a pony, I would say. I don't believe in riding the minis. I mean, maybe one that's like 34, 35, 36, 37 inches, like the bigger minis, the Bs, you can put a small child on them. But I honestly feel like it's better to just get a pony if you want a riding horse. And can we see your other horses? You definitely can. They're dirty. And I probably am going to have to pop off because I think ZZ will wake up soon. And when they're born, they're very small. They're tiny, tiny. Like sometimes they're only like 20 inches tall, like 16 or 20 inches tall. So I'm going to put the Comet back. And yeah, he got a little rinse off, so that was good because it's super hot out. And I can show you all the other horses very quickly because I just don't want, oh, where are they? Are they all outside? I mean, this is Orion. Hey, bud. What are you doing? Huh? He's like, oh, he's like, you're right there. Yeah. Have they ever ran away or gotten hurt? Well, so absolutely. I mean, not running away as far as losing them, but when I first got Orion, he would run away from me, and I had to train him to not run away from me when I would catch him. And now he's great. He's a good boy. So he's the same age as Comet, and you can see he's a lot taller. And then we have Ashy. And then we have Brooklyn, which I call her the queen. And then Mama is outside. And then I have my big horse, and she's outside too, Lizzie. But yeah, there's Bailey. Yeah, you can see her. So she's the one that started this whole live. And I am going to give her a bath later. I hope I can. We'll see. Just depending on the schedule. But I'm really excited for her. She'll have a new home. And I see Jessica says, say hi. So hello. And thank you for saying that you love my videos. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this though. Thank you for joining in. Subscribe to us because I want to make more of these lives. And then I also want to just continue making my reels. So if you like dancing and horses and cats and some chaos and just fun things like that, then just subscribe to us. That would be really awesome. I am really hoping and praying to get to 1 million on YouTube. That's just a personal goal. So if you know anyone that you think would enjoy our content, that would be really awesome if you could just share it with them. And then we can just keep working towards that. Because I love making these videos. It's really a fun thing for me to share my horses. But I am going to go. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm going to go check on my baby. And yeah, just thank you for all the support. And I'll try to pop on again soon.